Hi everyone, this is Peter Talks Vinyl. I'm continuing my awesome series of records that were just kind of ignored, didn't get their just due. And this is a group in general that I think never got their props. It's called KIX. They're from Baltimore. Really great group. Any of you that are into kind of hard rock or kind of what they call the 80s hair metal scene know of KIX. You used to see their advertisements for their records in Hit Parade or in Circus, but they were just never covered, right? And I never understood that. This band is actually a band I saw almost more than any other band, because when I was 15 or 16, they used to play at Lemoore East in Queens all the time and Lemoore in Brooklyn. And they had all ages shows, so I'd go see KIX all the time. And they were fantastic, just an incredible live band. Steve Whiteman is one of my favorite singers, one of the most powerful singers I've ever experienced live. Literally, his vocals used to shake rooms. Really, really great group. Their first two albums were fun. First album in particular was really cool, but I always felt their production wasn't really as happening on their records as they were live until this album. You'll know the producer from this album, Beau Hill, who went on to produce Rat, and he produced Winger and a lot of other big artists. But this record that he did, Midnite Dynamite, rocks. It's probably my favorite album that he ever worked on, and it's my favorite KIX album, although they have a couple of other great ones. I got on promos, you could see, for $2 in the city, maybe a month before it came out. This album is just totally righteous. Midnite Dynamite, killer anthem, but they have so many really catchy, hooky songs. The big single, or the single that should have been really big, was called Cold Shower, which kind of had this funky hip-hop kind of intro thing going on in '85, before everyone thought it was cool to do. And unfortunately, it just never took. I don't know why. Maybe the label Atlantic didn't know what they were doing, didn't know what they had on their hands until a few years later when they kind of blew up. But this album is great. Great songs all around. Lie Like a Rug, Layin' Rubber, Bang Bang Balls of Fire, really cool stuff. What was great about them is that they kind of had that glammy kind of sing-along vibe without losing the hard rock that was really essential to make it less cheesy and corny. But like I said, this album will knock you out, stands up to me as well as any other hard record of that day, and in a lot of cases I think it was even better. Plus, I want to mention the fact that they had an awesome twin guitar tack, and I think both the guitar players are really underrated. So if you get a chance, check out Midnite Dynamite. You won't be disappointed.